94.1 WHRP, Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur, a Cumulus media station.
I said, Tony, yeah! Tony in the morning. Tony in the morning. Waking up your world. Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning. It's local and it's here. Tony in the Morning Show. Tony Terrell, your best girlfriend. Thank you for starting your day with us.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning, 94.1 WHRP.
Tony in the morning and DJ Primetime 256. Welcome to Monday, halfway through the month of July, and a real hot day. Nearly 99 degrees predicted today with isolated showers. Probably going to feel like triple digits.
It's definitely going to feel like triple digits.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And we got concert in the park.
Concerts in the park,
Yes.
and Kevin Williams, the Nighthawk, will be on hand. You'll get a chance to rub elbows or give him a pound. Don't get too close. Don't be too doggone hot. Don't get too close. Back up.
Back up. It's hot out here.
And T-Mill in the Ville will be there as well. Should be a lot of fun. Make sure you bring something to hydrate this evening. Concerts in the park kicking off at 6:30 this evening. Very sad over the weekend. So many celebrities that are pretty prominent in Hollywood earned their angel wings. We had 3 people to pass away. We're going to get into that. But all eyes on what happened last weekend in Pennsylvania, where there was an assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump. Yeah. So the FBI is investigating Donald Trump, reportedly okay, and able to attend this evening the big Republican National Convention they have happening this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He is unstoppable. This man is moving.
Right. So got really close. What they're saying is a bullet grazed the side of his ear. And there were other attendees, of course, many people on hand there to hear what he had to say, of which one person reportedly died and 2 others are in critical condition. We'll get into that and many more other stories. Plus, we're going to give you a chance to win some tickets because, to lighten the mood, Country Wettin' and friends will be coming to Huntsville on September 21st. We got you. Tony in the morning, DJ Primetime 256. 94.1 WHRP, 94.1 WHRP, Tony in the morning. And what an exciting weekend. Last Saturday we were hanging out over at Calhoun Community College. Got to give a shout out to the Calhoun Community College, the police officers, the security officers. They were there doing their thing. Good morning, Officer Turner. Gotta say, good morning, Officer
and
Turner.
Officer Huntley out there.
Okay.
Officer Huntley had my back. You and Officer Turner was just going in on me. Tony, can I tell you something? I am still sore from all them dance moves that I was busting on that floor.
You was trying to be fly out there with those kids.
I was trying to stretch these hamstrings.
You probably should have stretched out first.
That's the trick, huh?
People over 30 should stretch out first.
Before you start dancing, not after.
And it was so cute. If you haven't had an opportunity to see the photos, go to our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP. But the Community Awareness for Youth event, back to school program, record-breaking crowd. Shout out to Refuge Church for giving out all of those groceries to people who needed a extra helping hand, and all the vendors who participated. There were people everywhere.
I told folks to get there early. Some of y'all listen, and by 8:15, the line was already wrapped around the back of Calhoun. It was crazy. I love the flow of traffic out there. Like I said, the police department was out there, did a great job. I got outdanced by some 3rd and 4th graders. It was
actually, you got outdanced by some toddlers. I didn't even say nothing.
See, come on. I thought it was a little older than that, Tony.
Man,
I thought it was a little older than that.
Right. Backpack giveaways full of, back to school supplies so people can scratch that off their list. We gave away some coats for the kiddos. And you can, for those who stop by our tent, you can scratch that off your list. Shopping this weekend is going to be tax-free starting Friday.
tax-free weekend starting Friday here in the state of Alabama. So if you didn't join us for Caffey like this past weekend, make sure you head out and catch some of these great deals they have out here in these streets.
I love it. So from Friday till Sunday, it is tax-free for your back-to-school shopping. Now, did you get a chance to see the Nickelodeon Choice Awards by chance?
Nick. Of course I did.
All right. Gotta say congratulations to our girl, Serena Williams. This was her week. I'm telling you, last week she hosted the ESPY Awards on Thursday, and then Saturday she won the Legend Gold Blimp Award, and that is for her career in sports and fashion. Serena Williams.
Serena can't be stopped.
Right. Taylor Swift was the big winner of the night. She took home 3 awards, including Favorite Global Music Star. And also, you got to say congratulations to SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick Starr, who also helped to host the award show for Nickelodeon. All right, stick around. Black in the Day, Back in the Day, coming up. Tony in the Morning, 94.1 WHRP.
It's local and it's here. Tony in the Morning kicks off at 6 a.m. Tony in the Morning. Tony Terrell, your best girlfriend. And PT. DJ Primetime 256. The Tony in the Morning Show on 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. Tony in the Morning and DJ Primetime 256. Welcome to Monday. I kind of like the little cloud coverage right now. It's kind of cooling things down just a little tad.
We need it right now.
Well, they say we may have some isolated rain today, but we'll see. Maybe a little later on.
It's going to be hot.
It is going to be hot.
We need that rain. Them curls is going to fall, create a little bit of humidity out here.
Don't mess with my curls.
I'm just saying.
Don't look over here and say your curls are going to fall. Right, okay. It is time for the good news in the neighborhood.
Good news in the neighborhood. Free lunch is coming. Free lunch and breakfast is coming to North Alabama. Community Eligibility Provision Program will be providing free lunch to all kind of schools and counties in North Alabama. This is part of their educational budget that's been approved by the state of Alabama.
Okay.
And we're getting it right here in Huntsville and Madison County.
Nice.
So in order to qualify, 40% of the school has to be eligible for the program, and that is a lot of schools in our area. So kids get to school early, get their lunch or their breakfast into your system so we can be great and educated for the day. For this and more good news in the neighborhood, please check out our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
The Good News in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Alabama A&M. Learn more about Alabama A&M University by visiting aamu.edu today. Alabama A&M. Start here. Go anywhere.
94.1 WHRP. Tony in the Morning. DJ Primetime 256 in the building. And DJ Sir Thurl on them tables. Jumping off on Monday. Now it really, really feels good. Hoping that your weekend was really nice, and countdown to them kids gotta go back to school.
It's almost
you
that
gotta
time.
go to school.
They do.
You gotta go to school.
They do.
All right. And shout out to all the people who make it possible for our kiddos to have a pleasant start. You got the crossing guards, you got the bus drivers, you got the cafeteria
My school
workers,
teachers.
you got the people who clean and sanitize the buildings, and all the teachers and the administrators, everybody that puts in, and our parents and guardians.
And the parents, yes. But you know who should get the most credit? The students.
The students.
Because they're the ones that have to go to school.
Well.
And they be doing their thing. Y'all don't judge the kids, all right?
Listen.
See, it's been a long summer. They had all these days off. And, to be honest with you, you probably didn't take them when they should have went.
Right.
And now they got to go back to school.
Right.
Big shout out to the students.
Well,
Big
you
shout out to the
can take
students.
them downtown Huntsville this afternoon, this evening. We'll have another round of concerts in the park. Free entertainment, music. They've got the food trucks out there. A lot of fun just to be outdoors.
And unfortunately, Tony, I won't be dancing this time.
Oh, they wore you out, huh? They wore you out at Caffey.
They wore me out.
Right.
I'm like, where do these kids' energy come
Oh,
from?
my goodness. Well, without a doubt, by now everyone has been informed. They've seen the news. You've talked about it on social sites, or in your private conversations, that there was an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. President Joe Biden addressed the nation Sunday night, just yesterday, about the assassination attempt in about a 5-minute speech. And he went on to say American democracy where arguments are made in good faith, American democracy where the rule of law is respected. And, he really just wants to try to bring down the tone and the energy of what's been going on. He says we debate and we digress or disagree and we compare and contrast. But in America, we resolve our differences at the ballot box.
Yes.
At the ballot box. And politics must never be a literal battlefield and, God forbid, a killing field. And so we are saddened to hear that someone lost their life during this attempt of assassination. There was an attendee.
Yeah, a fire chief was out there, and he lost his life protecting his family out there. So he actually jumped on top of his family when he first heard the shots ring out, and he's the one that wound up taking the fire for shots. There was a 20-year-old man who was the one that was doing the shooting, and they have no clues as of now of why. They checked his social media accounts. They trying to figure out why he was nervous prior to the actual event, and they were actually going around looking for him. Some some attendees had actually noticed him, pointed him out to the police department, and they were actually looking for him and couldn't find him until the shooting actually started to happen.
So he was on a rooftop about 150 yards away, and they believe that the rifle he used in his assassination attempt was purchased by his father nearly 6 months ago. So that's all we know as of now. This investigation, of course, has been taken on by the FBI, and, as each day goes by. But in the meantime, they're going to have a big Republican convention today, and that starts for the entire week. And they say that former President Donald Trump plans to attend.
Oh, yeah.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning and DJ Prime Time 256 94.1 WHRP. The latest gossip headlines.
Ooh, no, they didn't.
Tony's Tattletale.
I can't believe they talking about that.
The latest gossip headlines.
They all up in everybody's business.
Tony's Tattletale.
Tattletale. Tony's Tattletale. Tattletale.
Tony's Tattletale.
Starting Tattletales off with a sad note, but a life celebration of 3 prominent people in Hollywood over the decades. Shannon Doherty, who was a part of Beverly Hills 90210, battled the Big C for many years. In 2015, she found out that she had cancer, and she put up the big fight. In fact, she went in remission for a few years, sadly, for the cancer to return by 2019, and she had been fighting ever since. Of course, many people will remember her as Brenda Walsh, all right, from Beverly Hills 90210, and she played Prue on the hit TV show Charmed, earning her angel wings at 53. And who doesn't know Richard Simmons, the fitness guru who died the day after his 76th birthday. Yeah, we're wishing him to rest in peace. He gave us a real reason and a fun way to get in shape, no doubt. And the lady who talked about sex, S-E-X, and didn't care, made it very comfortable for all of us to talk about sex, Dr. Ruth, earning her angel wings at 96. Oh, so you thought we were going to do a Tattletales without a little dirt? Oh, no. Michael Ealy is trending everywhere. Of course, everyone's talking about that big embracing hug he gave to Megan Good. It was so tight he picked her up while Jonathan Majors, her boo thing, was on standby looking like what had happened was. So people are saying that Megan Good is involved with Jonathan Majors and Michael Ealy is married. Should he be embracing somebody as lady that way?
Nope.
Oh, all right. It's not the word, it's what I heard. It's just Tattletales.
Tony's Tattletales is sponsored by Hello Huntsville, where your heartbeat of the community comes alive. Check out Hello Huntsville at WHRPFM.com. It's Monday, and we have some money-saving tips. Plus, great business strategies coming up on Money Monday with Tish Hardric and Associates on 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP, today's best variety of R&B. Tony in the morning and DJ Primetime 256. It is Money Monday with our favorite girl, Tish Hardric. Tish Hardric and Associates. Happy Monday, Tish.
Happy Monday.
We're always happy to see you because you're always bringing great information, positive information, and an opportunity for all of us to win. That said, if you have a small business or you're an entrepreneur, listen up. We've got some really good tips this week.
Yes, we're talking about tips for back to school savings.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah, it is that time of the year. And how many tips do we have today?
We've got 5 tips.
Back to school saving tips with Tish Hardric. Hit us with tip number 5.
We want to make sure first thing first is that you take inventory of your closet. So check out your kids' closets and make a shopping list of what your kids need for the upcoming season next year so you can stay focused and save a lot of money while simply shopping for things you need and not need. We don't want to shop for the things we don't need. So your kids might not need some brand new shoes right now. If they don't buy them.
Wait a minute. I didn't want to hear that when I was a kid. Okay.
Remember those back to school shoes?
Yes.
that you look forward to?
Yes.
So just because it's back to school season, it doesn't necessarily mean that our kids have to have a complete brand new wardrobe. It's going to be warm for a while, and if the summer clothes still fit and they're in good condition, you might need to just get a few things and save.
We are talking to Tish Hardric and Associate. It is Money Mondays. What is tip number 4?
Many online retailers have big summer sales. So that tip number 4 is shop the sales. That means getting lower prices and good deals because a lot of online stores are going to waive or reduce those free shipping thresholds. And that's going to make a big difference on savings. And it's just a great time to be able to stock up on those clothes and supplies that the kids need. But the big tip about those savings with the sales is to temporarily join the store's email list and get some of those introductory coupons that they offer and check out their websites because a lot of times they'll offer sales over the weekends and then that'll be an additional savings.
You'll get the scoop with that email list. Yes, for sure. Tish Hardric and Associates, it is Money Monday, and we have back to school saving tips with tip number 3.
Use coupons and price match. Before buying, scan that item to ensure that you're getting the best deal. Sites like Amazon have a barcode reader that'll pull up the thing that you're buying, and if it's cheaper, take it to the store you're at, to the register, and see if they'll do a price match. If they can't do it at the register, sometimes they can at customer service. But most stores will honor their competitors' coupons, so keep that in mind. It's definitely worth asking.
Mm-hmm. And tip number 2.
Make a list, check it twice, and stick to it. This seems simple enough, but how often do you always throw something extra in? And all those little extras add up.
All right, we're all counting down to back to school. It's that time of the year, and we have these back to school saving tips with Tish Hardric and Associates. And that number 1 tip.
Number 1 tip is take advantage of tax-free weekend.
Yes.
Most states are going to offer that tax-free weekend on school supplies and apparel right before school starts. And Alabama's back-to-school tax holiday weekend is this weekend. So take advantage of it between July 19th and the 21st.
Fantastic. Tish, right on time with these back-to-school saving tips. And of course, if you have a small business or you're an entrepreneur thinking about starting a business, looking for grant strategies, all kind of great saving ideas, you got to get in contact with Tish Hardric and Associates. How can they stay in contact with you, Tish?
Check us out on the web at thetishteam.com, where we're building foundations of success one step at a time with grants, business consultancy, and careers.
Tony in the morning, 94.1 WHRP.
Let's get into it with your morning Black History Facts with O.C. Maddox Jr.
Hi, everybody. This is O.C. Maddox Jr. for Black History Facts. On last week, my wife presented me with this right here. Yep. Commemorative stamps. Yes, indeed. Today, we want to honor the remarkable life and legacy of Constance Baker Motley. She was a pioneering civil rights lawyer, judge, and state senator. She was born on September the 14th, 1921 in New Haven, Connecticut. She also broke countless barriers in her lifetime, becoming a powerful force for justice and equality. Constance's journey began with her education at Fisk University and later at Columbia Law School. As a key legal mind for the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund, she was also instrumental in the landmark case, Brown versus Board of Education. That ended the legal segregation in public schools here in the United States. Her brilliance and tenacity were evident as she argued and won 9 out of 10 cases before the Supreme Court. In 1966, Constance made history as the first African-American woman appointed to the federal judiciary, serving as a judge on the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York. Her rulings were often groundbreaking, advancing civil rights and setting important legal precedents. She also served as the first African-American woman in the New York State Senate and was Manhattan Borough's president. Her leadership extended well beyond the courtroom and into the legislative arena, where she continued to fight for civil rights, women's rights, and social justice. Well, Constance Baker deserved this stamp's approval, and I hope that you enjoyed today's broadcast. I'm O.C. Maddox Jr. for Black History Facts, and until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and keep on making history.
Your morning Black History Facts is sponsored by OMJ Media Design. Find them on Facebook, OMJ Media Design. Good vibes, awesome listeners. Today's best variety of R&B, 94.1 WHRP.
Tony, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Have you heard about Twitch?
Yeah.
All right, now, when you retire, have you ever thought about streaming or anything like that?
Well, of course. I mean, I do a little streaming. Yeah.
You play? What video games do you play?
Well, I haven't played in a long time, but I got a new Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't played in a long time.
Now,
yeah,
you're on the radio, the morning show specifically.
Yeah.
You got hundreds of thousands of followers. If you were to put this on Twitch, do you know how much money you can make on average?
With me gaming?
With 1,000? You can be gaming. You can do your own podcast. You can do what we're doing now.
Right now?
The average person with 1,000 viewers on Twitch makes $5,000 a month.
What? Why?
$5,000. So if your kids are doing something at the school, you're like, get off that video game. You ain't going to make no money. You're lying to yourself. Okay?
Oh, so you're saying that people are making money by being on Twitch?
You heard of a guy named T-Pain?
Yeah.
T-Pain makes over $100,000 a month.
Just being on Twitch.
Just streaming on Twitch. He said it is hard for him.
Hold on a minute. What was that TikTok?
He said it is hard for him to get off the video game to perform a show.
Really?
Because
he's
he makes
having that much
more money playing the video game at home.
What?
Than he is dancing on stage.
Let me crank up the Xbox. Like, what? What? Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
I have been pondering and trying to figure out what does life look like after radio. I've been doing it for 40 years. And what do I do when it's time to retire?
I know what you can do.
What?
This is what you do. They have a video game, and your plants will not die. You don't even have to water them. You don't even have to water them.
I'm twitching, baby.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning and DJ Prime Time 256 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. Tony in the morning, and today we got Concert in the Park.
It's going to be a really nice afternoon and evening of fun, because if you like blues, soul, R&B, a little funk, little jazz, you're going to get it all.
If you like to get down with the get down.
Hello.
In the perfect weather.
Yes.
Whoa, tonight's your night at Concert in the Park.
So make plans to come on out. A lot of people like to get there early to find their favorite spot, especially on days like this. They want to get to that shade.
Yes. If you want to hide under a tree today, Get out there and claim your spot.
Get your spot early.
But this is the thing: when you get out there early and you try to claim your spot under your tree, don't complain about the people standing in front of you. Okay? Because they're gonna get there later and they're gonna stand in front of you, adequately hydrated and dancing they butts off.
Right.
We got Jimi Henderson music will be out there today, as well as the J-Class band.
It's gonna be a party. It's going to be a party. Stop by the WHRP tent. Say hello to our
the dancing machine.
I didn't know.
The dancing machine himself. Okay, the Nighthawk is going to be out there.
He didn't dance at the cafe event.
You know what he said? This is what he told me. He said, "Look here, Ricky, it's your turn."
All right, so Kevin Williams will be at the concerts in the park, and T-Mill will be there from Taking It Back with T-Mill.
Yes.
Stop on by because they're going to give you a chance to win prizes that you can only win at concerts in the park. So swing on by. Well, listen, people are trying to get out of town one more time before Labor Day, at least. And we have a summer vacay day getaway with Red Roof where you can win a hotel stay.
A hotel.
And all you have to do is register. Sign up right now at WHRPFM.com for your chance to win.
94.1 WHRP. Tony in the morning. About to chop it up and break them down. Those complicated lyrics on old school jams and new ones too. It's the old school, new school lyric breakdown.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Dipping into a few lyrics and trying to figure out what the message really is when this song was sung.
It's something that, you really don't want your spouse to do.
Well, it's kind of confusing because of the song title, which is Lie to Me.
Right.
You want me to lie to you?
No, I don't.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
All right, we'll see. Kim made this a really big hit, and it kicks off with you're listening to Love 101. All right. Okay. So that should be easy, right?
Taking the class with
there
Love 101.
Okay, you're right.
Okay.
From the top of the world, chemistry. Hey, girl, it's a matter of fact. I think that you're amazingly fit. The fundamental parts of me and girl. We should never look back. I only want the best for you. And I respect everything that you've been through.
Okay. Sugar. That's the way it should be. I'll never try to change who you are. Take a look around you. Tell me, baby, can't you see that I loved you right from the start? You wear the crown in my heart.
Okay. All right. Girl, and you ain't gonna lie to me. You don't have to lie to me. Girl, you ain't gonna lie to me. Girl, you ain't gonna lie to me. So is he demanding and saying, you're not gonna do this?
He sounds aggressive.
Me. He sounds quite aggressive, yeah.
I'm ready to love you, babe. I'm ready to love you, babe. You don't have to change a things. You don't have to change a thing. Oh, I already got the ring. I'm ready to wife you, girl.
Okay, I'm a little confused about the whole, you ain't gotta lie to me. I'm ready to wife you. So, baby, just roll with me. Let the wind hit your back. Step into the sun. What's done is done, and it's over when it's over, baby. So is he talking about past relationships? I'm confused.
Why don't we kick back and relax? There's nothing over your shoulder. She sound paranoid. I give him praise every day. I can hold you. You know what? This is one of them songs where you just gotta listen to the song. Cause I am.
Are you a little confused?
Where's she lying to him at?
I don't know.
He sound possessive.
It sounds like she was in a former relationship.
It sounds like she need to run.
It sounds like you need to call your mom.
94.1 WHRP.
A 3.4 magnitude earthquake just hit outside of Chicago this morning.
A 3 point what?
3.4. See, you from Cali. You
Tremor.
I said them aftershocks in California.
You're right, Tremor. That's like a big rig passing by your building and you feel a little vibration. That's a 3.4.
See, it's like, you know what it is in Chicago? It's like when Alabama gets that first 2 centimeters of snow on the ground and you cancel everything.
right. Well, that's weird space though. Why is there an earthquake in Chicago? Global warming. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, something to definitely keep an eye out on for, because if there was that type of movement, it doesn't mean that there won't be more to follow that could be bigger. So, I mean, I don't mean to make light of it, but
only if you're not used to it. Only if you're not used to it.
Yeah, when you grow up in Cali, you're going to feel some stuff. And I was there for some of the biggest earthquakes in my lifetime. You know, the 1989 one where we had destruction everywhere. The Bay Bridge
fell.
The Cypress structure collapsed. And then the 91 earthquake, which they call the North Ridge, I happened to have moved to Southern California. I'm like, they're following me. These earthquakes are following me. So those are really, really heavy, movement. 3.4. Right.
Yeah, you can still
but hopefully everything's okay, because they have a lot of buildings in Chicago,
Very tall.
This is sad news. I was shocked. Jacoby Jones, one of the star players of the Baltimore Ravens, of course, he was a part of the Super Bowl 47 title win. Mm-hmm. He actually had 2 touchdowns during that game.
Ran it all the way back, setting records.
Right. Earned his angel wings at 40 years old. What is going on? That's way too much over the weekend. So very sad to hear. They haven't said why or what caused his death, but just finding out, I mean, it's just heartbreaking. Football fans, of course, the Baltimore Ravens, and I think most recently he was with the Texans, right?
He was with the Texans as well. Mm-hmm. Most notably known for the 108-yard kickoff return that he did in the Super Bowl, scoring, of course.
Yeah.
So,
sending our condolences and heartfelt thoughts out, no doubt, to his family and fans. But he's 40 years old.
94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. I'm DJ Primetime 256, and now it's time for your motivation and inspiration.
If you're looking for change, well, remember this. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. If you're looking for change, keep that in mind. That is your motivation and inspiration, 94.1 WHRP.
Already know D.L. Hughley's going all the way in on the latest politics. Listen to WHRP on Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play 94.1 WHRP. And check in weekdays between 2 and 6 p.m. to hear D.L. go in.
94.1 WHRP, just a few away from, what did you call him, the dancing what? Dancing DJ?
The dancing
Kevin Williams, the Nighthawk, and the Midday Vibe. Of course, this afternoon, he will get you up to speed on what's happening with Donald Trump and the alleged and, of course, attempt assassination information with D.L. Hughley this afternoon. Big Ant and the Ant Rant later on tonight on, of course, Night Flight 941. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Tony in the morning and DJ Primetime 256.
And until tomorrow morning, Tennessee Valley, remember, we love you.